She is.
Hello, you guys.
There she is.
Welcome to another exciting Feel It Real Fun for you on the 29th of April, 2022.
2022.
That's right. And it's your manifesting questions answered live.
Let's toss it up there, too.
Cool.
Yeah, I know it's been published.
So go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Oops.
Sign up for the Easy Manifesting Methods email series. And you'll get a free, great, easy lesson for 7 days.
Yeah, and then you get the daily email, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a double bonus.
Yeah, you get anyway.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's a 90-day adventure. Here's what I want you to do right now. Everybody watching this, because some people go, oh my God, a crash commercial. I can't believe you're doing that. So here's what I want you to do, right? I want you to imagine 90 days from now. Are you doing the same shit?
So what are we? End of April. So May, June, end of July.
End of July, middle of summer in the US of A. Are you still dicking around? Right. The wheels on the bus dick round and round. Or are you doing something different? Let's just be blunt.
We should plan it actually, because when is it July 4? When is the big
July 4th is the freedom thing in the US of A.
freedom thing? So what's like a really important summer holiday over there?
July 4.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So what we should have done is April 4
Or so, right?
like around there, like, will you be celebrating?
Yeah, we'd be.
You know what I mean?
Hey, by
We
the
should
way,
have done this.
if right now, if you start, how will your life be differently on July the 4th?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
In all seriousness, how many ways will your life be different on July 4th if you start doing something different that matters right now? Or you could still keep dicking around on Reddit. Right?
Was that a good idea of mine?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, we've done countdowns before.
Yeah.
You know, some people actually respond
so
to
you're
them because they
taking it
go,
away from me now.
"Oh, of course, yeah, give her hope, take it away."
Yeah,
It's
that's
classic
right.
marital conditioning. Anyway,
Okay. And join and for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
yeah, there's like a million lessons up there, right? And by the way, some people say, "What's the difference between Triple D, MM, Feel It Real Power Pack, and all the free shit you give away?" The free shit's the free shit. If you're getting gold from that, like it's just like
Can
whatever
you
I'm in the
imagine
mood,
what you'd get from
right?
a paid course?
Yeah, seriously, right? Like Rob Begg would say something, right? But if you're going to go from Pittsburgh to Portland, you're going to have a series of experiences. That's manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Or New York to NOLA, because I just saw. Hello, Cindy.
Yeah, they can do that if they want to.
Well, Cindy did.
Okay.
So that's why
Yeah,
I was
Cindy
saying
did.
hello.
That's true. Right?
Yes.
Or, and the thing with Dream Driven Day, listen, if you don't own your days, you don't own your destiny. If you don't own your days, why don't you spend a couple years figuring it out? Okay, I'm going to spend the next 10 years, Mr. 20, trying to figure out how to own my days. Right? Or you could do what I do. I hire people. It's like, right, when there's someone that knows something more about what I want to know, like, I taught myself Kung Fu. Right? You'll see that?
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. Right? Taught myself Kung Fu.
Kung Fa.
Kung Fu. Yeah, see how that fucking
Yeah,
works out for you, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, boom, Tony Doyle, Lisa LaRock, Triple D people.
Yeah, hello, Stella.
Did you guys see the email I sent out this morning? Oh my God.
This morning
Yes.
or yesterday?
Today.
Oh, another one today.
Oh,
I haven't
I'm on
seen that
fire.
yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Coral has officially hired me. Right. So here we go. Ready? And Joe Weldon, right? So Coral has officially hired me. How's that working out for you? Right? Just to be blunt. Right? Jess listens to the podcast. I can tell.
Yeah.
Play that funky music. See, why do I do that? What does that have to do with like 200 replies or Jess? I don't know. Play that funky music wild. All right.
And
We're
Ego
gonna.
said yes, and it was a nice surprise or something.
Ooh-ha.
And
That's right.
Elena, hello. All right.
Hi, Red. Tony.
I think I said the last thing.
I think so, yeah. And then I just stole your thunder. We did. We talked about marital conditioning and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
you don't do that normally.
No, I normally don't. I admit that I do marital conditioning. What does that even mean? I want to take your course on marital conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give her a take it away.
All right. And you haven't put in your crust commercial about Dream Driven Day.
I sort of did.
Oh, did you?
DreamDrivenDay.com, right? So we start in 14 days. Some of you will join, some will dick around.
Some are really excited like Coral right now.
Tyra, I DD'd myself into 15K. Oh my
Ooh,
God,
nice.
Post it.
Good on you,
Hey,
Tyra.
if you posted it, post it again, right? Because I love tagging. Seriously, in
Tagging and
2
bagging.
years, right? Now, some of y'all are watching this going, he's always selling. I am, right? I am always selling shit. I'm selling you on you, right? But this whole thing in Triple D, 2 years ago, we started tagging posts. Facebook allowed us to start tagging posts, right? We've got, we're heading toward 1,000 posts from Triple D members that are tagged in 2 years. What does that tell you, right? Anyway, you figure it out. I'm super excited, but I think Victoria Lynn should play in this one. Ooh, someone's inviting you to play a little more in the Triple D. I got some ideas for that. Marital conditioning.
I've played big time in a couple of them and then was like, nah.
You will when you
Joe
will.
knows about that one. Made a movie. Right. Okay, so are we going to dive right in?
By the way, let's clear some things up, right? You play in the phone calls and you play behind the scenes. You may not be posting, right? This is important. So before we get to anything, right? Seemingly, right? So I sent out the email yesterday,
Yes.
the one that said, "Hey," and it had a photo of me at the bottom with a smile.
Yes.
Right? I have probably close to 300 replies to that now. Now, given it takes 5 minutes to do an email from me, somebody do the math. That's a lot of fucking work for me that I just created, right? I will deal with it in some very creative ways, right? But here's why I mention it. Because there are people in there that they don't get, you got to play. You got to play. The number one answer that I can see just by scanning about 100 of them so far is play. You've got to play. You got to play. You got to play, right? Posting is an option. Playing isn't. So, just to be clear, she plays a lot on the calls, behind the scenes. She hasn't been posting much. But here's the thing. If she forced herself to post, that wouldn't be fun.
That'd be crap.
Yeah, but maybe I'll invite her to post. Let's see what happens. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't.
Might be still crap.
This is important. Never force. So, but I appreciate
Okay.
your invite, Coral. So,
And like you always say, play is the way.
play is the way.
Yeah.
Find where you can play. So, Victoria,
Okay.
let's do it.
So the first question is from Shivani via email. We don't know what your email's about.
Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, we didn't put that.
No.
Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, we'll
Shivani
type
asks,
something in there.
I want to clarify upon the sleeping position while entering sleeping into sleep at night. Does the position of sleep we take up on the bed matter? Or is any position all right?
All right, Neville says to prune the vine morning, noon, and night, right? It doesn't matter. Nothing physical matters. Everything physical is a symptomology. So when Neville talks about the state akin to sleep, feel yourself tired, essentially, relax yet remain focused, right? It's all, anything that happens physiologically follows. So it doesn't matter what position you're in or not in. What matters is that you feel, right? Feel that, that little bit of relaxation, like if you were Chris Nelson, right? Oh yeah, baby. The physical follows. So here's the cool thing, right? Now, some people tell me, I can't get into the state akin to sleep. And I say, cool. While you're falling asleep at night, right? While you're going from being wakey to tired, imagine up lovely things, right? Follow the formula. Experience what implies your wish has been fulfilled. While you wake up in the morning, same thing, right? But it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're sleeping on your back, your front, your side, it doesn't screw up your imaginings. Like your imaginings happen no matter. Yeah, some people fall asleep while I'm talking to them, like at the pool, right? And they just start to... They're imagining something. But let us continue, Victoria, because everything physical follows.
Okay, cool. So that was from Shivani. Thanks loads for your question. The next question.
You notice I don't dick around and she looks at me like, what's wrong with him? He's not screwing with me. Or I'm actually being nice.
Yeah, he wants to move on. I wonder why. Because the next question's from 20
Really?
answers for you. Oh, that's...
I've already talked about this, but let's do it anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And 20 asks, yesterday at 1:29 p.m, nap time, I sent out an email that said, what would you say is the number one problem you're having right now with your manifesting? Shoot me a response and let me know. I actually read these, he says in brackets.
Yes.
This morning, when I poured my first cup of coffee, I had 237 replies. How can I handle this?
Now, this is really cool. So I put this in here as the second question to give you a little bit about what I already talked about, but I'll give you something else as well, right? Because, like, I like doing all that around the timeline things, right? So how do I handle this? I could try to figure it out. I could try to force it. I'm not a fan of either one of those Fs. There's one F that I'm a massive fan of, and since words don't have power,
And since it's an early morning G-rated show.
yeah, we're sticking the G rating for now. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yes.
Right? But here's the fun thing, right?
Yes.
So I get to imagine a lot of happy smiles, right? I was doing a call with a business consult the other day, and they're imagining up all the stuff in the business, and my main suggestion was imagine your clients' smiles. Because when it comes down to it, I mean, like, numbers are fun, but most people can't relate to numbers. But if people are actually happy with you and your shit, right, they're going to be sharing your stuff, telling people, signing up more than once. Coral, right? This is her 4th time doing Triple D. If we do it the German way, we go 4.
Yeah.
Right? That's the American way.
Yeah.
That's the German way. It's Coral's 4th, right?
We learnt
Triple
that in
D.
the movie the other day.
Yeah.
Yes.
We learn things, but movies learn us.
What was it?
So,
Inglorious Bastards.
The Inglorious Bastards. Wasn't it
Yes.
the funniest movie? I mean, it was supposed to be humorous. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, how do I handle this? That's the wrong question. Because how do I handle it? How do I figure it out? How do I force myself to get it done? Because at like 300 emails, I'm seriously not into it. Right? I will not sit there and answer 300 emails manually, but I'll do some podcasts, I'll do some shows, I'll weave it into here, so on and so forth. I'll have a lot of fun and bless billions. And there's the big key. What's my desire here? If I say, how can I handle this? That sticks me in the middle, but what's my desire? My desire is smiling people because of their success. Right? So I had to stick that in there because you'll notice the first 2 of these, they weave together. So... Darkery, Manuele.
Excellent.
Manuele.
So thank you, 20, for your question.
And my answer. Oh my God. Some days I just feel like I'm talking to myself. You know what I mean?
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, you should hear me at the dog park. Anyway.
All right. The next question's from Lucky via email.
It could be
In fact,
so lucky.
Was it Lucky, the dog over the creek?
Yeah, there was some guy.
There was someone like, Lucky,
back
Lucky,
when
Lucky.
Bruce used to preach the
Bruce
perimeter.
Was like,
Right? There's somebody, come on, Lucky, I love you. Lucky, stay away from the
this
stream.
little bouncy dog over
like-
the stream, and Bruce is there, like ready
Yeah,
to go. Rah!
We're imagining lovingly.
Jesus.
I'm imagining
It
Lucky
worked
smiling.
out all right. Okay, and Lucky asks, "Good day, Mr. 2020.
Yo, Lucky.
Hope my email finds you well.
Yeah, you know what? I am as well as water can be.
Water.
Yeah, as in well water.
Oh,
You just
well,
take I'm like a
okay.
tall glass of a tall drink of water.
Okay.
According to Victoria.
I have discovered Neville a few
Tony
months
Doyle.
ago, and ever since I've been trying to manifest money into my life. Currently under a lot of debts. I can't even afford coaching. Care to tell me where to begin if I'd like to have my love turned around?
I think it was supposed to be life, but anyway,
Probably.
I didn't type it.
Your response will be highly appreciated. Regards, Lucky.
All right, Lucky in life. Here's the deal. Ready? Start with those free lessons, right? I can't remember if I checked to see if you got them. I always check when people ask me for advice.
You mean the
go to-
easymanifestingmethods.com?
Yeah, go to easymanifestingmethods.com, sign up, watch your inbox, go to your spam filter, all that good stuff. Find the confirmation email, drag it to your inbox if it's not being a good boy, and click the link, right? Do that, you'll get the freebie things, play with those. But here's the one thing that I notice. I'm not concerned about your debts. Like here's the fun thing. So I want to manifest money, and I'm concerned about your debts. I'm going to get vulgar here. Somebody hashtag vulgaire, as in French,
Hashtag
right?
Vulgaire.
Yeah, gold vulgaire.
Sounds like a mountain in France
All
or
right.
something.
So today we're having some green things, and we're having what food eats, and food for lunch. Food in the form of some pork in the chop, right?
It's Friday. Of course we're
Yeah,
gonna
of course, right?
Yes.
There was a person at the pool the other day, right? And they said to me they thought what Dan did was a good thing with the whole vaccinations and lockdown things. And I said, listen, Dan should require everybody in Victoria, Australia, to eat pork on Fridays so we can offend the Catholics. Right? So we can offend the Hindus, the Muslims, the Jews, and the vegans. Because she's a vegan. And she's looking at me in horror.
She is. How do you know you also know she's
Oh, yeah,
a vegan?
right? Yeah. And she's looking at me in abject horror. And I said, you're getting horrified about putting pork in your body. Right? Yeah. Anyway, right?
Okay.
So this whole pork thing, you might as well have some fun, right? So, and by the way, she had a giggle after it all because she got the whole point of it all, right? So here's the whole thing. Ready? When you're eating, are you thinking about pooping?
No.
Right? Here's the thing.
Normally not.
You can get lost in all kinds of things. Kubi says, oh, you shouldn't have said that to her. I said, why not? Because she's a woman? Are you going down that route today? Right? Is it because I'm actually stating an opinion? Because I'm inviting people to think. I could care less about Dan and the vax and the pork and everything else, but I'm inviting people to think, is it really a good idea to imagine other people controlling your body? Right? I'm not a fan of that. I think it's weird. But this whole thing of it's like being concerned about debt when you're manifesting money. It's like imagining what your poop is going to be like while you're eating.
Yeah,
right. Right. I want you to start separating some things out usefully. This whole thing of really, I could care less what people eat. If you're happy eating whatever you're eating, you can eat whatever you eat, right? But on the other hand, so when it comes to money, we've got those free little money lessons at freeneville.com. There's 12 of them. Do them. Right? Just do one a week. We send out an email every Friday. Oh, I didn't send that email out today. I got to do that.
We normally send an email out
it's
every
on my Friday and Victoria's Friday too, right? So on our Friday, we send out the Manifesting Money email, right? And here's the cool thing, right? It doesn't cost you anything, so you're not going to go into more debt, right? You don't got to think about pooping, right? While you're eating. So what would imply to you that you have the boundless forest? What would imply to you that the shaggin' buddy sets you up in a trust fund? It'd be more like manifesting a middle. But what would happen to you? How would you experience if you had enough money if you doubled your income or worked half the time? I just paid what bill did I pay? Oh, yeah. We're going to have a marital dispute right about now. Ready?
It was the internet bill, wasn't it?
It was the internet
Phone
bill.
Internet. That's not.
And it was $4 higher. Right, so somebody
number.
called somebody, right? Now here it is, right?
I don't get it. Like
Somebody, yeah.
Why
but
do they charge us for phoning one number? It's like,
if you call, see, most businesses in Australia, they've got the free number you can call, and they've got the 1-300 number you can call.
Yeah,
and
don't ring the
if you call the
1-300
1-300 number, you'll get someone in 45 minutes, but you're spending 4 cents a minute, right? If you call the free one, it never answers, right? So it's a scheme.
It's a dilemma.
Right? It's a scam,
yes.
right? So, but here's the thing, right? So if I'm worried about 4 cents a minute while trying to get customer service to figure out I need a bolt, right? Without the bolt, the $2,000 chair doesn't work, right?
No, you're phoning them to say my internet is down.
Yeah, exactly.
My phone and internet line is down.
Right.
I need help now.
Yeah, and you're paying 4 cents a minute, right?
Exactly.
Now, here's the thing. If you doubled your income and worked half the time, you wouldn't be concerned about that 4 cents a minute, would you? Like Victoria will look at it and go, which number should I call? This is back when we first met. And I'd say, call the fucking number where they're going to answer. Or why would you call the number where they're not going to answer? Why would you think about poop while you're eating pork? Why would you think that our fearless leader would protect the masses by making them eat pork every Friday? It's just like, stop buying into the bullshit. By the way, who's the most in debt person in the world? My guess is going to be someone like Donald Trump. Someone that's worth a fortune. Because
Elon Musk, maybe.
Elon Musk, maybe.
Paid out a hell of a lot of money for that Twitter.
Boom. Joe Weldon,
Yes.
did I see that Australian Chewbacca breakup tactic?
What?
Good Jesus, no.
Did you see that Australian? I missed it.
We're going to have to look on
That
Joe's
Australian
channel.
what?
Joe Weldon. If you're not his friend, at least stalk him on the internet, right? That's all I'm going to say.
I know.
Joe shares some funny shit. Then he shares shit that makes me go,
There's something wrong with that guy. Who's that guy?
Exactly.
Or whatever
So
it
Lucky, I
says.
hope English is your native language, or that you're willing to put up with a lot of rambling to get to the point. Short answer, do those 12 free lessons. Actually do them. That's the big thing. With my almost 300 replies, a lot of them come down to people just not doing. Right? You just not do it. But anyway, let us continue. Lucky.
Lucky.
Look at Brucey
I know,
go.
I just saw
Bruce is taking a walk.
Tim's not even here. He's
I'm
probably
going to go look
check.
for Timmy.
Thank you very much for your question, Lucky.
Oh, returning Darkery R1. Returning Dockery 1. Or somebody is.
Turning me on.
Oh, no. That's the pork. Yeah. Oh, he's replying to himself. Look at that. So Dockery puts up pork, and he puts up turning me on. So you're turning yourself on with pork? Hey, that's cool, man. What color's your hair today? Right? Anyway, let us continue.
Okay.
All right.
The next question's from Bobby Joe. Are these real names?
No, we're going to talk about how to spot when I use a fake name.
It's Brucey. Okay, Bobby Joe.
You see how it goes?
Answer for you. Answer for you.
Answer for you, because the email was question for you. Right?
Question for you. This is the answer for you. I can't figure out what I really want. And Bobby Joe says, I can't figure out what...
No, you got to sing it. I can't figure out what I really, really want.
Oh,
okay?
got you.
Yeah, try it.
Want. That's all right.
Come on.
Can't figure out what I really, really want.
See, we're stretching her into posting on Dream Driven Day, Coral. I can't figure out what I really, really want. Tell me what I want, what I really, really want. Tony Doyle.
Okay.
Boom.
What's a shortcut to figuring out what I really,
what I
want?
really, really want.
Okay.
Right? Now here's
Mr.
the
Bobby
thing.
Joe.
Ready?
Yes.
Now you can tell when I use fake names because I tend to use names like Bobby Joe and it's spelled Bobbi Joe, right?
Yeah.
And why I'm doing that is because this is like a theme that I'm seeing show up in the question for you replies that I'm getting, right? So I can't figure out what I really, really want, right? No, I don't want you to, right? That's trying to get your brain to figure out what you really, really want. Okay, somebody hashtag this. I am not my brain. Right? And you're definitely not my brain.
Hashtag not my brain.
Yeah, I am not my brain, right? Your brain just tells you what you're thinking, right? Your brain does some think you do, and your brain notices your thoughts, all that stuff. But your brain's your brain. Your brain's like a subset, right? Meanwhile, I got to see that. Tell me what I want, what I really, really want. Yeah, okay, cool. So instead of trying to figure out what you really, really want, I want you to notice, what are you hungry for? What do you desire? That's it. Right now. Don't let it be a shopping list. Don't let it be more than one thing. Because here's the thing. I'll look at her and I'll go, I know what I want, what I really, really want. Then I look at pork chops. I go, oh, I know what I want, what I really, really want. Right? All day long you have desires come up. And you surrender to that desire in that moment. Right, so I walked into the shop today, the meat shop. I told her, I said, we got to go to the meat shop because what do I want? Tell me what I want, what I really, really want. What I really, really want, what my desire is to experience what I experience. It's all about me when I hear her yum. Right, now this is so cool. So I know that this morning before I get out of bed at like 4:20 in the morning or some godforsaken time because I'm all excited. Right, I'm all excited, and so we go to the shops and I go in. And I'm still feeling the yum. And then I see the pork chops that I was pretty sure is what I really, really want. But I look and it's like, ooh.
That's what I want these days.
What am I hungry for right now? Feeling her yum tells me to tell the Brenda, give me 3. Or give me 3.
Yeah,
right?
That's it.
Yeah, remember that. Give me 3.
If you're in Nazi Germany, remember that.
Give me 3, otherwise shit hits the fan and people get shot in the coal lots. Right? Hashtag coal lots. Meanwhile,
who was wearing culottes?
No, that's a code name for your pesicles. Yeah. Coal lots. Right? I'm trying not to say pesicles. Right?
Dangling participles.
By dangling participles. Yeah.
Okay.
Right? The German 3. So, anyway,
Right.
Don't try to figure out what you want, what you really, really want. Notice what your desire is right now. And when you get in the habit of surrendering to that desire right now and surrendering to that next desire right now, yeah, because all day long you've got these small desires, but also every now and then, like I'd see Jimmy walking down the road and I'd have this desire for him to fucking walk right.
For his heel to
right?
touch the
For his
ground.
heel to touch the ground. right? And that's when I surrender to it. It's not, Jimmy was never on my shopping list, right? Got me a new car, get me some whiskeys,
Jimmy.
got me my cigar letters, so I can get my cigars. So it's a middle. I just want to imagine, ooh, yeah. So I don't always want to smoke a cigar, but I always want to have cigars. So that's two different desires. Every now and then I surrender to
It's
smoking
like
it.
with women having a well-stocked pantry, I reckon. We love that. You like a well-stocked
Women's like
humidor.
a well-stocked pantry.
Yeah, we do, I
All
reckon.
right. So let's continue.
All right, so that was for Bobby Joe.
Yeah,
Thank you very
code name
much.
about 30 different people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the
I'm sure a lot of
question for you, right?
Yeah, okay.
What's your desire now? There's the question. What do I hunger for now? Right now I hunger to answer this question, so I imagine having had given gold. Let me know how I did. Next Mundo.
And the next one's from Jimmy Chuck.
Jimmy Chuck. It's another answer for you.
Answer for you.
Answer for ya.
Affirmations and feeling it real
Tony
help.
Doyle heard it. Yes, he did. Tony Doyle hears fast.
Does he? And Jimmy Chuck asks, would you help me make the words in my affirmation match up with my Feel It Real session? I've been struggling with this for months, and I know you and I could do it in about 15 minutes. Well, I know you can do it in about 15 minutes. Are you willing to do that?
I'm willing to do that. Jimmy Chuck, I love you, first of all. Hashtag love you, Jimmy Chuck. Second of all, for God's sake, right? Let's hashtag motor oil.
Hashtag motor oil.
Hashtag used motor oil. Ready?
Why?
Because my grandma, she learned me how to make the breads.
The bread.
Yep, she said I'm learning you how to make the bread. So she taught me to get flour, water,
And used motor
yeast.
oil.
Hold on. Before you
Yes.
add that in.
Okay, sorry.
Right? Flour, water, yeast,
Yes.
pinch of sugar.
Yep.
I like honey. Pour some sugar on me.
Is
And
that
a
it?
little bit of salt, and I think I said yeast. That's bread, right? You got to mix it the right way and in the right proportions, right? Not all that hard.
And the resting so it can double and double.
Yeah, but you know what might be fun? Let's add in some motor oil, right? Because I've got some, right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and I feel good, like when I change the motor oil in my car, it feels good. So let's add it to the bread, right? What else could I add in? Gravel, right? Oh my God, I love gravel, right? It's
bread.
sort of like, gravel is sort of like wheat, right? So you could add some gravel, right? And it's like, oh my God, don't add in shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
See, what I say comes from my state. This is why I always tell people, look, do not listen to other people read Neville. I am reading Neville Goddard. And every time I say the word money, I hesitate a little bit because I have money problems. And it's like radio versus when Neville spoke, he spoke from a state. When I speak from a state, right? And here's the cool thing. Your words follow, right? Especially your physical words. Same thing on the inside. What did Neville teach, by the way? Let's just skip to your Feel It Real.
Imagination follows.
Yeah, imagination.
Physical
follows.
follows.
Yeah. Yep. Shame on you. Let's revise that for her. Jesus. The more people
Yeah, I
that
know what
revise
I
it,
was
the
saying.
better.
Yeah.
Right? Let's revise that woman. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I just love that woman. I like touching her. Anyway, what was I doing? Touching a woman. That's right. So Neville taught to, he'd ask questions like, what would you hear? How would you hear it? Right? So here's the thing, right? If I double income work half the time, my buddy QB says to me today, he goes, wholesale rates for electricity, according to some lady on the news today, have gone up 66%. Right. Well, the wholesale rate varies by the minute in Australia. I don't know what it does in the rest of the world, but it varies by the minute. And if you happen to be heating the hot tub up and you got one of these dumbass electric plans that your rate is based on the wholesale rate, and you're heating your hot tub up at that time,
Off, turn it off.
yeah, turn it the fuck off, right? On the other hand, if you're smart and just go radio, eeny, meeny, teeny, weeny, I get this one, right? Yeah, for some reason, we got the best electrical plan in Australia. I've had it looked at 3 times because they say, hey, I'll give you a candy bar if you let me look at your electric. And I'll say, hey, I love candy, right? so they give me a candy and they look at it and they go, yeah, we're not going to do you no better. It's like, coolio, thanks, guys. See ya, right? Boom. So if you doubled your income and worked half the time, and your buddy Cube said, electric rates, and it's going to be bad, and I'm going to turn off my heater and put on 4 layers of clothing and all that good stuff. Okay, that's all fun and dandy. But I just go, who cares? Right? Because when I hear stuff like 10% inflation, I did two podcasts on this today. I just go, who cares? Because a 10% inflation means if you spend $100, that means you're going to spend $110. If you're able to spend $100, is spending $110 a big deal? If you're able to spend 10, is spending 11 a big deal? No. But when you do the math all the other way, it's like, oh my God, people who spend $1 million a year will have to spend $1.1 million. It's going to crash the economy. It's like, that's like going nuts for nothing. Hashtag that. Because here's the thing. How you hear and what you hear is determined by your state. I hear, hey, inflation went up 2% last month. And I go, right, yeah. So if I spend $60, I just spent 6 times 2, that's $61.20. Do you think I'm going to miss $1.20? Right? I used to drop it on the floor when I was leaving the shops. That way, like little kids would have to stop, and mommy and everybody crash into each other. It was just good fun. I mean, I was an ornery bugger when I was younger. so everybody slams into each other, and I just keep going. It's the best way to spend $1.20 and change. But anyway, you don't need affirmations. They're like motor oil. Don't add them in. I just feel it real. What would you hear and how would you hear it if your wish were fulfilled? Victoria goes, hey, the price of peanut butter went up 10 cents. I go, get 10. Right? We'll bring them back whenever they go up 30 more cents. Right? I'll make money. Right? Elon Musk. Boom. All right, let's keep going. Jimmy Chuck, thanks for your answer.
Yeah, thanks for your answer, Jimmy Chuck. Or your question. Anyway.
Yeah.
The next question is from Dream Driven Day Jessie. I'm torn. ... Jessie asks, why is the desire to stay and the knowing I want to be here so strong when everything looks like she isn't going to speak to me again?
Cool, you're making it about her. Don't. You know better. Remember that whole, we've got a course. It's called HerdDrivenDay.com, right? SheDrivesMyDay.com, right? So SheDrivesMyDay.com. In other words, SheDrivesMeNuts.com. Because if you live with the SheDrivesMyDay.com, I can promise you she'll drive you nuts.com.
Yeah.
Right? I can tell you. I've got one wish for her. I just want her happy. Happy, loving husband wants her to be happy. Right? That's it. It keeps it so simple. So I imagine her happy, me happy. We happen to Venn diagram each other. It's pretty fun. It's like, boom. So imagine her happy and imagine you happy. Now, here's the thing. My guess is you're not putting another dozen buns a day in. This whole Joseph Goddard thing that I teach for free, right? Learn you. A lot of people don't do it. That's like, let me get this right. You don't want to do what you got to pay for. You won't do what's cheap too. It's like, let me get you right. So you're saying that you can't afford the $97 for a 90-day program, $1 a day, right? Just save $1 a day and join the 90 days. You can do it, right? You'll come up with an extra $7. I promise you. It's called insideflation, right? So, but there's all that. That's like, so you aren't doing the free shit, and you're telling me I should give you the good shit. Right? So you're making it about money. In other words, you're in orbit around money. Or you could just go, rightio, I'm going to nail 5 to 10, 6 to 12. And by the way, I'm not saying Jesse's not doing that Joseph Goddard, but my guess is you're not. Because if you got 5, 10, 6, 12 things going on every day, she becomes a subset of all the cool shit you going on. And if you got 5 or 10, 6 to 12 cool things going today, she just might say, that's interesting. Right? Because
I didn't know you did that.
Didn't know you did that. Let me join in the fun. What didn't that mean? All right.
Yeah.
So start tearing up the rug.
Tearing up the rug.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse.
Make it about you. Remember, it ain't She Drives My Day, right? .com. That's DreamDrivenDay.com. Boom. There he is.
Oh, good.
There he is. Look, not until the show started that I remembered I was skipping it. So you have to remember not to forget skipping it. Or you have to remember to do it. Or you have to forget skipping it. Something like that. It gets so confusing inside of me, my head, to each of both of us. I got to sufficiently impress my subconscious and get my words straight.
Excellent.
And somebody's going to take that seriously.
I
Please
mean,
don't.
I don't know, but I'm
I don't
just
know what he
glad
didn't
I
say.
finally got what Jesse said, that he realised now that he's been skipping doing the Joseph Goddard.
Yes.
Because I was trying to work out what the hell you're talking about, but yeah, got you.
That's
I
right.
thought you meant you were skipping the show.
Yeah. Jesse skipping the show. Hey, right? You don't skip my show. Love you, buddy. Nice to see you. That outfit is marvelous, by the way, Jesse. Now he's doing the Joseph Goddard while watching. There's the cool thing, right? You're imagining, and you got this. You're imagining all the time. That's why I say imagine you do the Joseph Goddard while waking up. If you do that, you're going to find yourself like when we're in the car. Yeah. I'm imagining up what we want while she's driving the car. She's imagining up something too. We get to find out if it's good or not. So.
Okay, excellent. Thanks for your question, Jesse.
Yeah, that was good. We're done with you, she says.
Yeah, that's it now.
Done with you.
Next, right, so the next one's from Manifesting Mastery, Jeff. Dream journals, dream manifesting. So Jeff asks, on dreams, I keep a dream journal. How can I use them as fertilizer for manifesting?
Cool. I wouldn't add it in. I wouldn't leave it out either. Right? Everything, anything you experience, remember, consciousness is the only reality. Right? Do you feel you need to use them to amp up your manifesting? There's a question, because I enjoy smoking a cigar, and I'll smoke a cigar and just Of course, I'm imagining up other good things, but I'm also imagining right. So, how to use dreams as a fertilizer for manifesting? As far as I'm concerned, when you're whatever state you are in. By the way, Uma says dream-driven day changes everything. How many have you done? Right, you've done a couple. Have you done 4 or 5, something like that? Everything follows you, including your dreams. So my big thing I would suggest is, how do you not let a dream derail you? Because a lot of people let a lot of things derail them, and I just go, right, that is fertilizer. Any poop in my life is fertilizer. Because it's like, radio, that just tells me I wasn't in state. That's fine. I'll revise that, and boom. And every time I revise, I get better at revising. Uma, 3 triple Ds. I bet you she knows it works. But anyway, right, here's the cool thing. Why do people keep doing it? Because it didn't work the first time. Right? Radio. It's like why people keep posting their posts, right? Because, so,
Cool.
yeah. I wouldn't worry about them. I mean, like, if you notice they're supporting you, cool. If you dream something that you don't like, revise it, be done with it. Boom. Plays the way. Dream-driven day.
Okay, thank you, Jeff, for your question.
We should call him Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
It hasn't got Jeffrey. It's
I know
got
it
Jeff.
doesn't, but we could call him Jeffrey. Isn't free. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, the next question is for Dream Driven Day Ego, who I think I saw was here.
That's
how
right.
to explore me. And Ego asks, how can I explore me more? I'm loving it so far. I would like more of it. Should I double my curiosity or be curious differently?
Coolio. Anytime you're letting it be about you, you're exploring you. So Neville talks about your dwelling place, and I can't remember if it was in the Dream Driven Days you did or another one, or all of them, because they're all different in their own way. But I talk about, Neville talks about when you return to your dwelling place. And I mentioned, you don't gotta like get out a spoon and try to tunnel in through the foundation to go inside your dwelling place. You can walk through the door. You can make getting home hard or easy. Walk through the fucking door, be done with it. But once you're in your dwelling place, here's my thing, right? How do I explore me? I'm home. And when I'm home, what am I doing? Remember, it's all about your dream-driven day. It's all about returning to your dwelling place. How can you explore how you show up in your day, in your dwelling place? For me, really, it is, because you've just nailed it. It's just being curious. Discover, like, how else can I experience Victoria's yum? Because, and this will be a little bit on the NLP side, some people, I hear her say yum. Oh, do you see it? See it? Like, right. how else can you experience somebody else's yum, somebody else's satisfaction, somebody else being happy for you? Right? There's always, ego says gold. Coolio. Boom. Yeah. Let's see what happens if we continue to answer the other questions. And I appreciate that because I am a massive fan of curiosity. Because a lot of people tell me, I am confident, I am doing everything that you say to do in my affirmations. Say, right, if you're confident that you're doing everything that I say to do in your affirmations, right?
You're not doing what I'm saying to do.
I'm a wee bit curious. What else are you doing? And I said, well, I can't see nothing, so I figured affirmations be good. So you figured. Right.
Yeah.
So versus being a curious kind of fella, I'm always curious, like, how else can I poke her? Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I go, fuck.
And that's it. I've had enough.
Don't fucking do that again.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. Yeah. 20, what are you doing? I'm writing a fucking note. What are you writing a note for? Because I'm not going to fucking poke you like that again. See, we noticed we made it without a whole bunch of F words, like 44 minutes.
We've been going 44. We have been going 44
Actually,
minutes.
42 because we started 2 minutes late. But who's keeping track? Joe Weldon.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent. Excellent. Thanks, Ego, for your question.
What the quack?
The next question. What the quack?
Yes.
Why did you say that?
I'm just sending a message to Dream Driven Day. Jess is talking about the quacking.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Like, what the quack?
All right. The next question's from Naomi, or Noemi, in Manifesting Mastery. Less extreme speed bumps.
You think she'd get it by now.
What is it?
Just having fun.
It's a bug, was it? Naomi asks, how can I get less extreme speed bumps? I manifested the most amazing things since doing the Manifesting Mastery, like a beautiful home, love, travels, and so much more. But I also manifested dramatic situations along with all the great wins.
All right, so my dad took me to see one of the Rocky movies, probably Rocky 1, about the same time I was getting into the martial arts, right? He called them the marital arts. I had to correct him on that one a little bit. What, you're like real young, you're into the marital arts? Martial dad, as in kicking ass, right? So we went to see the Rocky movie, and I don't know if y'all seen Rocky 1. That was the old days. I mean, that's when they made film with film, right?
Yeah.
Film. And so we went to see the film. We went to this little fucking ghetto place, Monongahela, Pennsylvania. Had this little theater. So we go to see the Rocky there, and we passed a karate school. I remember staring at the belts, like, oh my, one day I'll be a yeller belt. So we go in there and we watch the Rocky. And I don't know if you remember the Rocky, but the Rocky got the shit kicked out of him to win.
Yeah, it's just
right?
disgusting.
And I thought, wow, man, I could win. Right, yo. And I instantly adopted, without realizing it, right, the whole thing of, I can survive getting the shit kicked out of me to win. Right? I became Rocky. Good song. All that good shit, right? He runs up the steps. He also, all that good stuff. Mickey says, put your hands up. Put your hands, all that good shit. But here's the thing. For me, being a winner had me like sacrificing things like my face. Right? I'm not a fan of that anymore. So my guess is you probably have something with, again, this is just shit you're imagining is true probably on some level. To have a big in, you need a big in. It just keeps things in balance, right? And stop that. Right? Here's the cool thing. You can revise all that. By the time I was done, like in competing, what do we call it? Competing martial arts-wise things. I was beating the shit out of people like Lenny and Perry and friends, just having fun. Right? It's just like, I don't have to rearrange my face to get a trophy.
Yeah.
Right? I can just go out there and go, and like, one of my things was I'd hunker down. So I'd make sure, like most of the judges are on this side, so I'd raise my shoulder, I'd hunker down, and I'd go, and as soon as I'd go, that fucker blew a kiss, yeah, bang, right? Score a bundo. Then I'd do it again. Except I'd do a half kiss and just pow, right? So it's like, And then the third time, I'd just hunker down. I wouldn't kiss her or anything. I'd just like fucking launch, right? Because they'd be waiting for me to do the
They'd be
kiss.
waiting for the kiss, yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, I got so many, I kissed so many people on the way to the top. You know, I was like a politician. But here's the thing. Revise some of those old incidents, right? That way you're not doing Rocky no more. And blow more kisses. Because you can really you can have wins that are just easy and fun. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of people, they have like they require extreme marital conditioning, right? Instead of just having fun, for God's sake, right? When we do the manifesting love course, I got to tell you, I got a problem. Because I got some like mountainous materials that we can come together for. But it's like, when it comes to manifesting love, I think we're going to do like a 3-call series, 297 or something like that. 10 people recorded, all that good shit. But if I could go into how to manifest love real quick, it would be hashtag don't fuck it up. Right? Just don't fuck it up. Don't be a fuck up. You know, like it's
Don't
like,
be a fuck up.
like it comes down to it. Manifesting love is pretty easy. Right? As long as I'm a decent guy and I treat her decent things happen, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hashtag don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Versus like, we're going to work really hard on having a good marriage. We're going to see not one, but 2 marriage counselors. Right? We're going to go into massive debt because most people split up over massive debt. But our massive debt will be good debt because we're getting in debt to go to marriage counselors.
Right.
Radio. Or you can just go, radio, what's the decent thing I can do? How about if we just share a chocolate bar? I gave her half my birthday chocolate bar.
You did.
Actually, it's a little less than half, right? She doesn't know no better. What her don't know no better, that's good.
Okay, cool.
All right. In other words, we're done with that one.
Yeah. Thank you, Naomi, for your question. The next question's for Dream Driven Day Jess, exploring being an eagle, and Jess asks, how do you explore being an eagle?
This is something that sort of fits in with Dream Driven Day and actually some more advanced, weird niche stuff, right? But I decided to leave it here just for fun and because I know Jess is here. So how do I explore being an eagle? Here's the thing. So, ready? How do you explore not being what you have been?
How do you explore not being
what you have been?
So you're suggesting Jess has always been an eagle?
No. Look at her. Shocking.
How do you explore not being
what you have
been?
Yeah, what you have been. Yes.
I get it.
Yeah, that's fine. Right?
Jess might get it.
Yeah, Jess might get it. She might not. How do you explore not being what you have been?
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds about right. I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Got it, Jess?
Okay, cool. Now, here's the fun thing, right?
Yeah.
What would you lack? Whatever your chosen state is, yeah, Jess gets it, right? So whatever your chosen state is, you get to go, what would I lack, right? So if we didn't have continuous marital discord, right? What would we lack? Yeah, I'd lack editing. I mean, you see how much I edit, right? Yeah, I have to edit all the time because of our continuous marital discord. You see what I mean? Right? I don't edit at all. How much fun do we have? How much fun do we have, you reckon?
We have a lot of fun.
We've got a lot of fun, except for that one time.
Yes.
Right, and then we had twice as much fun. We broke out the Wesson. Anyway, somebody remembers that old campaign. You know she ain't messing when she breaks out the Wesson. And some people are going, gun? No. Anyway, so.
Okay.
All right, I'm having fun. All right. All right, Jess got it. That's all that we need to know. Boom.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Colby says, I'm different and I know it. Yeah, there's the cool thing, right? It's like, seriously, if I had a BMW, right, before I had a BMW, if I had a car that I absolutely loved, what would I lack, right? I'd lack being terrified every time I went out, right?
I'd start going out with him.
Yeah, back when I had the VW, she wouldn't go out with me. She goes, you and Emmett go have a good.
Breaking down again.
Yeah, you and Emmett go have a good day. So we're just going to the dog park for an hour.
Yeah,
you have a
sure.
good day, 20. I'll see you
Exactly.
later. What does she mean by that? One time it broke down twice on the way home, right? I had to call the wrecker, and by the time the wrecker got there, he just fiddled with something, got it running. He goes, oh, you don't need a tow. I drove 1K down the road and the damn thing broke down again. Called the wrecker again. He goes, "Oh, you're busy today." Just so are you, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it didn't last long after that. But what would I lack, right? If you were in your chosen state, in other words, this really gets you down to what do you really want, right? But let us continue. Darkery is so going to play with this. Right.
Okay.
What would you lack if you didn't play with it? Why would you not say
And
that?
the last question today is from Rachel in Manifesting Mastery. Too many desires too fast. Rachel asks, when I start to imagine manifesting...
I think this is too many questions. I think we just call it a day. Like we only have it. Okay. Look at this. Look, she goes, you're a tricky one, 20.
Rachel asks,
Radio.
when I start to imagine manifesting my desires, like a new car, new home, financial independence, etc., a lot of the time they all race across my mind in quick succession, and I miss the time of feeling each one real. I have so many desires. I can't seem to prioritise and stick with each one. They all seem so important to me.
All right. So I'm going to invite you to dreamdrivenday.com. Why? Because the doors are open. Does it have anything to do with my answer? Who the hell knows? Right? Just to be honest. Right? Ready?
See that there?
There's a massive difference between thinking of and thinking from. Thinking of, I can go, Victoria's yum, zoom, 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 fetch, tub, like all these things, right? I can add in more, right? But thinking from the state of Victoria's yum, I'm instantly dominated by that. When I think of Joe Weldon, Mark Dockery, Jess, boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
When I think of you guys each, you're all occupying different spaces in the mind. Yo, Rachel's here. How you doing?
Oh, cool. We're just doing your question.
We're doing your question live. How cool is that, right?
That's good.
On the other hand, see, by the way, I can think of lunch while I see you're here, while I flirt with my wife and grab her by the body bit. Hashtag grab her by the body bit. Right? But the state of loving teacher, we use all this as an example because I'm coming from loving teacher. As soon as I'm done with loving teacher, I'll probably chase her around, we'll frolic in the meadow, and then I'll decide to cook something. But here's the cool thing, right? Whenever you just get thinking from a state, feeling from a state, experiencing from a state, locks you in there.
Yeah, I really get that. That's ace. That's actually going to be my strawberry bit because...
We didn't ask about that yet.
Well, I know I haven't. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's true. That's true.
Advance.
She hasn't asked about it yet because that's her job.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to steal your thunder twice in one show.
No, but I was just going to say, because the new car is a different state. Like you,
totally.
BMW owner, is a totally different state to loving puppy dad or any of your other desires. So Rachel's new car is a totally different state to Rachel being a new home, like the feeling of home or the...
Unless you're trying not to smash your new car into your new home,
because that would cost you financial independence.
Yeah, you'd be financially embarrassed after that.
Yeah.
Right? So what would you lack if? Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you got your new car first and you smashed it into your old home, right, you'd go, "Fuck it, man! It's the old home. Don't care." Right?
But I really get how thinking from the state of new car owner or whatever. It can't help.
Watch her lock in.
You have to feel from it.
There's that 18-inch adventure.
Yeah, it just happens. So I can see thinking of, a new car, new home, blah, 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 blah. It's all out there. It's just like all these things.
Someday.
Thinking from that state. Yeah.
Bob Seger for the Triple D people.
It's real good.
All right.
Cool. So
by the way, when you're in the state of garden girl and you're driven to go outside and do shit, like dismantle trees or put something in the soil or whatever, do you occasionally have a stray thought like, I wonder what 20's doing, or there goes a puppy, or I should pay the taxes, or something like that? Or, so you have a stray thought once in a while.
I'll have a stray thought. I wouldn't think about taxes. I might see a puppy dog.
Yeah,
Well, of course,
but
because
so
Bruce is there the whole time with
so
his ball.
so you'll have stray thoughts about different things, but you're still coming from right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep. Cool.
definitely. Cool.
All
All
right.
right, good one. So that was for Rachel. Thank you very much for your question, Rachel.
Rachel wants to join Triple D. Go
Oh,
to
cool. Go for it.
dreamdrivenday.com.
Yeah. And tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
All right.
And mine really was that last one. The example you gave. Thank you for your answer, 20.
Hey.
Thinking from like, and it's two things in a way. The very first person, I think, or somewhere up right near the beginning, was going, I don't know what I want. And then we get someone like Rachel who's like, I've just got too many
wants.
desires.
Yep.
It's like those extremes. But loved how you said thinking from each one as a different state. It can't help draw you into feeling from that state rather than of. I thought that was a brilliant distinction. So that's my hashtag.
Brilliante.
Listen to him. Brilliant distinction. What was
Brilliante.
your hashtag strawberry bit?
Cool. You know, the New Age fluff bunnies say you can't have more than one thought going on at a time.
New Age fluff bunnies.
Yeah. And I say, hey, New Age fluff bunny, you might be fun, cute, old, thin, or fat, but you're wrong. Because here's the thing. The state of loving teacher can hang out with you guys while being the state of loving husband, right? And this is what's cool. And so I can have both these states alive right now in my life. I can have a stray thought about a puppy. But unless I hear a bark, I really don't care. Because I know they're out there happy, right?
Yeah, I
there's
guess
no
they are.
there's no humpy hump, and they're out there, right?
Yeah.
And that to me is a biggie, because whenever you really get, right, so at any time, so here's my question for you, Rachel, and this will be my strawberry bit because I just noticed it when Victoria was talking. Which wish can you surrender to right now? Because right now I'm finding it incredibly easy to surrender to loving husband. I'm feeling my wife up. I mean, like it doesn't get no better than this, right?
He's got his head on my knee, just so you
right?
know. Yes.
Yeah, but it's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Right?
Feeling my wife
I'm
up.
feeling my wife up, right? And I'm teaching you. I'm learning you people. I'm
learning you.
I'm feeling and I'm learning. And she's wearing those spandexy pants kind of things from the Lululemon.
Yoga, Dax.
Yeah, something like that. I'm liking it. And I can have stray thoughts about a lot of things. But the stray thoughts don't matter. But the minute I go, ooh, I feel this desire to go do me some cooking for the good looking, right? I'll go out and I'll start cooking them their pork chops. Right? So it will demonstrate it out for you. And my big strawberry bit, I get to do these shows with you. I am just, I'm honored, babe.
Good one, babe.
All right.
Okay. Excellent.
This is what happens when I feel her up. I get all mushy inside.
Dirty driven day. Dirty driven day.
Dirty
Okay.
driven day.
So that was our hashtag strawberry bits.
That was my 20s. It's like, yeah, my 20s were rough.
And while you type in yours, go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Get on the list. Right, click the link.
Yeah. Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Ego just said sweet, lovely couple or something. Thanks, Ego. Yeah, manifestingmasterycourse.com. Like, in all seriousness, I mean, that's the backbone of what we do. It's $1 a day. Like, very rarely do I have someone that says, I already know all this. And when they do, I say, cool, have a nice life, right? Yeah, that's why you're getting the results you're getting. You already know it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
And remember, in 14 days, right, we start Dream Driven Day. If you're drawn to it, make it happen, right? If you seriously, if you're tired of all, yeah, anyway, notice how they post, right? All right.
Okay. Have a great day, night, weekend,
Yes.
and we'll catch you next week.
You know what we're going to do next week, Victoria?
What?
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe